The Abyss. Deep Star 6. Leviathan? Okay, everybody, we've been hanging out in the 1970s for a while, so I figured we would kick into a movie from the 1980s, 1989 to be exact, and we are going back to take a look at Leviathan. You remember this. It was during that rush of movies where everybody seemed to be miners working at the bottom of the ocean for some goddamn reason. Well, it is what it was, and here we go. 1989's Leviathan.
It was an experiment that tampered with nature's most basic laws. It went terribly wrong. It was buried 5 miles down. Now, a crew of undersea miners is about to stumble upon this terrifying secret.
Shack to 7. What's going on out there, Williams?
My God, are you picking this up?
Look at that. Leviathan.
Currently with a Russian fleet in the Baltic Sea.
Currently it's rusted junk and we're looking at it. What's your air reading?
20 minutes. Do something quick.
We've lost him. My crew's in jeopardy.
But you have no proof.
I'm ordering you to start an emergency medical evacuation.
What if it turns out to be nothing?
Help me. It's already killed one man.
My breathing stopped. I'm losing compression. I can't breathe.
Whatever got Sixpack and Bowman, it's still here.
I feel something. Somebody's alive in here.
What's going on? Sixpack. Sixpack, answer.
Don't go in there. Don't touch anything. What are you trying to tell us, Doc?
It absorbs the intelligence of its victim.
Thank goodness you're still alive.
When are you coming? I say we protect ourselves.
Leviathan.
All right, this little gem was directed by George P. Cosmatos. Now, he didn't direct a whole lot of movies, let's be honest, but he did some shit that's legendary. He did Cobra. He did Tombstone and Rambo 2, Escape from Athena. He did Of Unknown Origin, which is a little teeny forgotten gem starring one of the stars of this motion picture. We'll get to that in a minute. Alrighty then, playing Stephen Beck was Peter Weller. Come on, dudes, we all remember Peter Weller. He was kind of like a dude on the scene back in the day. We're talking RoboCop. We're talking RoboCop 2, Naked Lunch, The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai, which is fucking amazing, and Screamers, Mighty Aphrodite, Sunset Grill, and Shoot the Moon. He was on tons of TV. He was on Dexter and 24, and he was in Of Unknown Origin, which was another George P. Cosmatos flick that we were just talking a moment ago. So, hey, is what it is. Peter Weller, during the 80s, man, come on, fucking guy was in everything. Just the way it was. Okay, playing Doc. Woohoo! Richard Crenna. I've brought him up before, and we're bringing him up again. Awesome career. We're talking the original First Blood. We're talking Rambo 2. We're talking Rambo 3. He was in other stuff. We're talking The Sand Pebbles and The Devil's Backbone. The Evil in Death Ship, which I was talking about before. And Body Heat. In The Flamingo Kid. And he was also in Devil Dog, Hound of Hell. Which I'm going to cover at some point or another because it's so stupid and so forgotten that I gotta cover that movie. Anyway, let's keep going. Okay, playing Elizabeth Willie Williams was Amanda Pays. Now this is a funny career. She did not go on to have the career that you would have thought she was going to have. I swear to God, for a period of time at that point, they were kind of billing her as like the next it girl you thought that she was going to take off. You know what I mean? But her career never went that far. I mean, she was in this. She was in The Kindred. She was in Space Jacked and Oxford Blues. And she was on TV and a bunch of shit. You know, she was in like a Max Headroom, in The Flash. and I think she even married Corbin Burnson. But her career never took off. She did some TV work and some stuff like that. But, you know, one of those girls you thought was going to be like the next it girl of the 80s, and it just didn't turn out that way. But she was in this, and, well, who gives a shit beyond that? Kate, playing Sixpack. Ooh, Daniel Stern. I mean, come on, how many awesome fucking movies has he been in? I mean, Jesus. I mean, he's not one of those guys that looks like the leading man dude, but he's been in so much awesome shit that you can't even count it all. Go way back into the day. He was in Breaking Away, which I love. He was also in stuff like City Slickers and Home Alone 2, and Born in East L.A. and Blue Thunder and Diner, and Very Bad Things, and My Blue Heaven. He was also in Chud, which I still gotta get around because I've been asked to do it. My God, what's wrong with me? I don't know, but I gotta get that one down. So Daniel Stern's been in a shitload of flicks, shitload of awesome flicks, and he was in this. So gotta love that. Come on, we gotta keep going. Playing Justin Jones was Ernie Hudson. Another one of those guys, been in a million fucking awesome things, folks. What can you say? We're talking Ghostbusters. We're talking Ghostbusters 2, The Substitute, Congo, the Trapper County War, The Wrong Guys. He was on TV and Desperate Housewives and Oz. And he was obviously in The Crow, which is one of my favorite motion pictures of all fucking times. So Ernie Hudson, long career, massive career, good career, still out there doing his thing, is what it is, man. Guy's been around forever. Okay, playing Bowman. Lisa Eilbacher. Man, she was fucking hot back in the day. You can't deny it. You can't deny it. She was in a bunch of stuff. Again, I would have thought she would have had a bigger career than what she did, but she was in a lot of stuff, had some good roles, made some little waves. Anyway, she was in stuff like Beverly Hills Cop and Officer and a Gentleman, 10 to Midnight, that old Bronson flick, and Never Say Die, and Last Samurai, and massive amounts of TV work like Simon and Simon, the Nancy Drew Hardy Boy Mysteries, a Midnight Caller. So, around, a lot of work. Bam, is what it was. Okay, playing DeJesus was Michael Carmine. His career never turned out to be really that big, folks. I mean, he was in some stuff. He was in like Band of the Hand. He was in Batteries Not Included and Invasion USA. And he did some TV work and shit like that. But he died right after Leviathan. I mean, Leviathan's an 89 movie, and he died in 89 of heart failure brought on by, HIV and all that kind of shit. So it was a shame the guy died young. It is what it was. His career never got to fill out. But he was in this, and he'll always be remembered for that. Okay, playing Cobb. Hector Elizondo. Now, he's had a career, and as soon as you see his face, you're like, fucking, I know that guy, man. He's been in so much shit. Even if the name doesn't jump at you, the face is going to smack you right in the head because you've seen him in so many things. We're talking he's been in Pretty Woman and Runaway Bride, Exit to Eden, Private Resort, and The Flamingo Kid, Cuba, Diary of the Dead, Nothing in Common. He was fucking an American Gigolo way back in the day, and he was in tons and tons of TV work, obviously. So, long career, big career. Let's get going to the last person so we can get to the story. Okay, playing Miss Martin was Meg Foster, and I'll always remember Meg Foster simply for being in John Carpenter's They Live with Roddy fucking Piper. Oh yeah, great movie. She was in it. That would have been her whole career. I would have been cool with that. But she's been in other stuff. She was in the Masters of the Universe movie with Dolph Lundgren. She was in Blind Fury. She was in TV shit like Ravenswood and Quantum Leap and Hawaii Five-O and the early stuff of Cagney and Lacey. So, she was around, did her thing. She's still out there acting, I think, to this day. God bless her, man. Still cranking it out. Okay, folks, I'm going to get this to you really, really fast because the plot is so goddamn simple and silly that this shouldn't take more than 90 seconds. I'll probably even have to stretch it out in my mind to reach that far. You have an underwater mining team, as was always happening in the 1980s. I don't know why. Anyway, they're out there and they're working, and they come across a sunken Russian vessel, the Leviathan. And on the Leviathan, they were carrying out some really fucked up experiments on their crew. They were spiking their vodka to see what happened and what would come of these experiments. Nah, fuck, I'll give you a little bit more. These experiments were caused to try to mutate people and do things that would benefit the military. I'm not going to tell you what, but you'll see that. Anyway, they find this ship. They bring back the safe. The safe has some of that mystery vodka in it. A couple of crew members steal it. They drink this shit. Before you know it, they're fucking mutating all over the place and turning into half fish, half monsters, whatever the hell they are. Their bodies are joining together and splitting apart. It's ripping off a bunch of shit. You get the idea. Everybody has to fight to get out of there, to get back to the surface. They drop one by one. It is what it fucking is. It's fucking standard. You know, you get it. Okay, everybody. Is Leviathan a great movie? No, but it's a fun little motion picture. It's a motion picture you can sit back and kick out for a couple hours with and be like, you know what? I had a reasonably great time. Is this as well done as something like The Abyss? No. But if you want something different than little angelic-like looking aliens at the bottom of the goddamn Atlantic, well, then this is kind of fun because it's pissed off shit at the bottom of the ocean. And it makes it a little bit more interesting. It's not a bad movie. You got George P. Cosmatos directing it. And again, if you liked, fucking Cobra, you're probably going to fucking like this. It's just the way it goes. Is it the best acted movie of all time? No. But it's fun and entertaining. And the whole crew does everything well. I mean, you got an A-list group of actors in this goddamn thing. I mean, it is what it is. It's a cheesy horror flick. But you have a good director and really, really, really good actors. So you can't ask much more than that. The special effects are what they are. They're good. I mean, it's before the CGI shit took over, folks. How can you not love that? I mean, these were still practical effects. You can tell this shit is made out of rubber and glue and massive amounts of KY fucking jelly, and they threw it together and made these creatures, which is such a forgotten, long lost art. My God, what happened to the days when people would go to a fucking lab and Stan Winston and Rob Bottin and all those kind of guys would just chuck out this great looking stuff. I'm so sick of the CGI monsters. It looks like shit. I never believe it. But you give me The Thing, you give me Howling, American Werewolf in London, and I'm a happy guy. And this motion picture falls into those veins because you have real practical effects being done by real practical masters. This was a Stan Winston effects show, people. It is what it was, and that makes it worthy of watching fucking alone for that. Okay, let's be honest. With any motion picture like this, there's going to be points where you have things that you don't really like. Do you ever really believe that these people are really walking around at the bottom of the ocean sometimes? I mean, it's not like The Abyss, folks. They didn't fill up giant fucking tanks and drop the actors in it. They just had people kind of move slow with kind of like, another layer of film before it to make it look like they're at the bottom of the ocean. You get that kind of shit. It's standard fare. They didn't have the kind of Abyss budget that was going on. But it's one of those motion pictures where it's a simple, cheesy, goofy, fun horror flick. Okay. Yes, it's ripping off Aliens. We get that kind of shit. Yes, it's ripping off a bunch of other movies, The Thing included. We get that kind of shit. But if you like movies like Humanoids from the Deep, if you like stuff of that nature, then you're going to eat this shit up. Good enough. Good enough. Good enough. And that's all that you care about. I'm not going to blow smoke up your ass and tell you this is the second coming of Close Encounters of the Third Kind or The Thing. But it's fun enough. Go watch it. With friends. Okay, folks, I'm done screwing around. I hope you all have a good day. Go out, take care of one another, look out for each other, love one another, help your fellow man, don't take fucking shit from anybody at any time, and be good. See you soon.